that you and I are actually made up of. So by now, you're familiar with the concept that all living organisms are made up of tiny little cells. You're also familiar that organisms can be of two types. They could either be unicellular or they can be multicellular. In case of unicellular organisms, the entire body of the organism comprises of just one single cell. This cell is normally self-sufficient. Self-sufficient means that the organism can do all life functions. That means functions that are required to sustain life by itself. These functions may include digestion, reproduction, excretion, etc. In case of multicellular organisms, as the name suggests, these organisms are made up of multiple cells. In fact, these organisms are made up of millions upon millions of different cells. Now, every cell in a multicellular organism does a particular function, and we have seen that cells which perform similar functions are normally grouped together in clusters. These clusters are what we call tissues. Now, let's take an example of human beings and see how multicellular organisms are organized. We know that the fundamental unit of matter is an atom. We have also studied that multiple atoms combine to form a molecule. In biology, multiple molecules combine to form a very large molecule known as a macromolecule. These macromolecules sometimes combine to form cell organelles. These cell organelles are parts of a cell, which is the fundamental unit of living organisms. Similar cells that perform specific functions are grouped together in clusters, which are called tissues. Different tissues that perform similar functions grip together to form organs. For example, here you can see the stomach. Different organs that perform similar functions for a system are grouped together in an organ system. For example, here you can see the digestive system. To summarize, tissues are a group of similar cells that are specialized to perform a specific function. In this chapter, we're going to study about these specialized tissues in both plants and animals.